Hello, and welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. You can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Oh, I have my most important thing that I love so dearly, and that is my cup mug. And you can get your cup mug Lana G's Creations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup mug, period. Ew.
And hello, my name is Jack. I am the resident game designer of the panel, and when I need to talk shit about someone, I do also bring a box into a room and disguise my voice to make sure they don't know where it came from.
Period. I mean, who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Yeah,
Who,
the
who doesn't?
the the crate that we all have in our house.
Absolutely. I have several. Um, and we are here talking about the snake, episode 6. Um, yeah, episode that happened.
And really, an episode that happened. There's really not much. I mean, I was like, oh, why are they bringing a random drama element into this episode? Because nothing else would have happened otherwise.
Yeah,
This would have been a 20-minute episode otherwise.
it
Uh,
was interesting, but yeah, we'll talk about it. Well, I do still love the show. We do still like the show. It's just this episode just was a filler, and we'll talk about it. But
mm-hmm.
um, before we do, first of all, if you're watching and you have been watching, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Um, if this is your first time, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining us. And we're going to get into this episode. But if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do it. Do it right now because we are on a mission here at the Cup TV to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. We're at 400 right now. We would love to continue to rise. So we thank you to the 400 people who have subscribed, but we would love 500 more. 600 more. That'll be great. 600 more. So if you are one person and you haven't subscribed, please help us out because once we get to 1,000 subscribers, a lot of fun thing unlocked for us here where we can give you better content. So help us out so we can create more things for you guys. And also follow our other podcast links. They're all in the description below. Click our link tree, click on all of them because guess they too are on a mission of getting 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. We are halfway there on our main channel and we are working our way through on our other channels. So please, if you haven't subscribed, if you're a fan of drag or drag race, at the Cup Pod is the place for you. If you're a fan of or drag kings, because we also talk about drag kings. So if you're a fan
Mm-hmm.
of drag in general, kings or queens, please join us at the Cup Pod. If you're a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, join us at the Cup ESC. And if you're a fan of WWE wrestling, at the Cup ringside, it's SummerSlam season. We're gonna find a way to talk about that at some point this week because we have to, but we're gonna get it out there. And so yeah, it's very important that you help us out, and we really truly appreciate it. If you need to check us out on the go or while you're at work or in the car or whatever, at our audio podcast links are down there as well. Click that, follow us, do all the things. Join our Patreon for a lot of fun things, exclusive content, and early access content. And then just follow us on all of our socials at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. That'd be great. Let's get into this episode, Jack. Devontae's gone. Yay! Honestly.
Yay! A guy is gone, and that means the entire structure of the house must be changing, I guess.
No.
No, of course not. No, that's too easy and actually interesting. Even when that should have been the thing that happens.
It should be the case, but no, because we get people saying, now we have to backtrack. Now I have to, you know, insulate myself again, make these people feel like I can be trusted and whatever. And I have to
Mm-hmm.
make them play with me again because I totally screwed them over. And I'm looking at you, Catherine. Look at you.
I mean, literally, I I say this with love because Catherine is the person that is giving us probably the most drama and cutthroatness on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Even when she is laying back and not doing it as much, no, she's going harder for some reason and honestly blowing up her game in worse places. It's really confusing.
Yeah. I'm just like, what is happening here? I don't, I, don't-
It's mind scrambling. Genuinely mind scrambling.
I don't know. I'm just like, okay, well, but like you said, she is the only one giving us entertainment thus far. Well, one of the few people that's still giving us entertainment that I'm excited to watch play this game. I'm excited to see how it plays out and how she, navigates through this whole thing. I still feel like she's my winner pick. So that hasn't changed yet. And in this episode, everything turned out the best for her in this episode. Like everything turned out the best for her. Um,
Yeah, with the
with a
small
few,
problem of like next round,
yeah,
unfortunately, everything has turned out well for her
this
now. Uh, with everyone that is left going, oh, okay.
I
No,
see
no,
what
now we see you.
we see you now, right? Absolutely. It's just crazy. It's just wild to see. But it is what it is. But she's trying to smooth things over with Jack because Jack is like, you played in my boy Devontae's face, and we need to figure out what's happening. She's like, I know I messed up, but I was trying to do some things and it didn't work out. I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to go for Devontae. I didn't want him to leave, yada, yada, yada. Yes, she
Mm-hmm.
did. Even though she absolutely wanted Devontae to leave. I love that though. I love that though.
It was so fake. Both people knew that it was fake.
Yeah,
It,
yeah,
it just never was gonna work out.
yeah. But then we go to other conversations that are happening. People are trying to figure out what their next steps are going to be, what's going to happen. They know an advantage or disadvantage is going to come at some point. Um, it's just a lot of like conversations happening. We're like, what do we do? Where do we go? People aren't trusting John. People aren't trusting Catherine. People aren't trusting the boys. This is like so much mistrust and paranoia. People are looking at Frank and Alyssa, and they're like, "Oh my God, this is a duo. What do we do?" It was just a lot of conversations that happened before we go into what the box comes in, what the crate comes in, and Shane's advantage or disadvantage that he decided to give out. And they decided that they were going to disadvantage Derek.
Sure.
Sure, sure.
I mean, honestly, I expected Catherine to get the disadvantage here over Derek,
Right,
but okay. I
right.
mean,
I'm gonna go with the person who lied to me instead of I'm not go I'm gonna pick the person who told me straight up they were coming for me instead of going for the person who actually lied to me.
sure.
Or I don't even give an advantage to my boys, so one of them can win the snake.
Mm, Spite
Hello?
is a powerful drug.
You said that because I would have just gave the advantage to Jack or Brett and be like, one of y'all win the snake, so y'all be safe.
Yeah, because if you give it to one of them, they're just going to choose the other, and then congrats, both of them are through to the next round. Versus, oh, I can try and make sure that one person doesn't win, and then everyone else is on equal footing, and who knows if they'll be safe. And I mean, we see what happens. They're nearly in hot water again. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Devonte kinda he didn't even really get what he wanted out of this.
No,
So
because yeah, no, he didn't. It's just crazy. So they go through the challenge, and they all walk up to see coffins, coffins, and they are told they're going to have to get into these coffins, and they're going to have to get themselves out of the coffins by solving a riddle. But the riddle is under some black paint, and so you have to scratch away at the paint to get to the riddle.
no, nope, hate this. I'm so sorry. No, just a hard no. My nails are not long enough for this. I will literally just go, okay. So I lose. Great. I'll just go lie down for 15 minutes, take a quick power nap.
I hated this with all of my heart and soul. Uh, number one, I am claustrophobic, so you
Hmm.
would never get me in there. Like I would have disqualified myself from the get go. Like, no, I'm not getting in a casket. The only way you can get me in a casket and close it is if I am actually dead. There's no way on God's green earth that's happening. Number two, if by some miracle they get me in this casket to I don't have nails either.
Yeah.
So me trying to scratch and claw, I would hate it because I don't have nails. And then the little nails that I do have, now they're burning and hurting and my fingers hurt. And I don't like when my fingers hurt because they are very sensitive. So I
Hmm.
don't like that. Third of all, what do you mean I have to be clothed in this box? Scratch my way out. And if I don't get it, if somebody gets out before me, I just have to wait until you come get me out. No, thank you. Because what if I'm the last person to get out the box? Now I'm starting to freak out. I'm already freaking out that I'm in this box in the first place. Now I have to wait till y'all go and give everybody the clue. No, 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 thank
And
you.
I'm so sorry. This clue or this riddle in particular, horribly phrased. I'm so sorry. There is no way you're going to get too dirty
30.
from when you need to knock other people down. That is not a good clue
And you have
at
to
all for
play.
this situation. I genuinely this because you do not get to design a riddle and put a 5 letter lock on it and not have me critique a bad riddle.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't blame everyone for going,
What?
the fuck does this mean? And our eventual snake just kind of like guessed. I guess it could technically be this word, but it's so unclear. And then was just like, oh, that's right. Sure. So, uh,
It's crazy. But the person who pulled this word out of their ass, like literally
uh
pulled
huh.
it out of their butt. Um, and when the snake was Jordan. Yay.
Yay.
Uh, I guess.
I,
Uh,
I, I mean, the interesting thing is Jordan is kind of in the middle between the two sides. If she wanted to, she could probably make a big move here. Like she has the power to actively continue to chip away at one of the sides.
mhm.
She had the power to do that.
She had the power to do that. Hmm. Hmm. She really did. She really did have the power to do that. And it would have been interesting to see Jordan play this game. Um, but
Mm,
we'll get to Jordan's
we'll
decision.
get to
But
it.
Jordan's was the snake. Catherine is very happy because Catherine knows she has Jordan wrapped around her little finger. Literally, those were the words that came out of Catherine's mouth. I have Jordan wrapped around my finger. She's going to do whatever I tell her to do. She's going to pick me, so I'm safe. And she knew it. And she walked around the house like she knew it. She was very much comfortable.
Hmm.
And Jordan gave her no reason not to feel uncomfortable. So, therefore, she was comfortable. And I'm like, good for you, girl.
Good for you. I immediately have a problem with Catherine's strategy this round.
Okay.
Mainly because she is almost immediately told by Jordan, hey, I am going to pick you. You are
Hmm.
going to be able to choose anyone.
Right.
Why are you telling three different people you'll save them?
What is the
You
purpose of
know
that?
that you will have all of them as options. Why are you doing this?
What is the purpose of that? Like, why? I I don't understand that strategy. This is why I was like, Catherine, girl, what are you doing? Like, why are you like? It's one thing, especially if you're getting called a liar. Like, okay, we get to this box chat, this box thing, where a speaker box is brought into the house. The host brings in the speaker box, and they disguise everybody's voice, and but they're going to hear what people have been saying about them behind their backs. But we don't know who said it. Well, they don't know who said it, because they put a voice changer in there. And so Catherine's biggest critiques this entire time, everybody was saying, Catherine is a liar. Catherine is playing both sides. Catherine is lying. Like that's all we heard about Catherine is how much she's a liar. So my thing is, if that's what the house already thinks, why would you then turn around and go tell three different people that you're going to pick them and you're going to keep them safe when you know you're not going to do it, because now you're just proving the point that you are alive and you can't be trusted and you are going to do whatever it takes, so you're safe this round. But what happens the next round? What if somebody you've lied to is now the snake next week?
Yeah,
Because
it's
you
so
can
strange.
only get rid of one of the people you lied to. It's the two other people that's sitting there like, hmm,
Huh.
hmm, okay,
And
noted.
just to be clear as well, these are two different people than the people she lied to last round, who are already saying this. Which you have enough, you have like half the cast at this point where if you're in the bottom two, they send you home without a second thought. And the more people that would be okay with that, the more chance that ends up happening because none of them will pick you.
It,
Catherine, what the fuck?
at some point, you have to tell the truth. Or just don't say anything. You just sit back. You know you're safe. You know, all she had to do was sit back and eat her salad this week. She ain't had to say
Yep.
nothing. I ain't promising nobody nothing but the one person I must actually save. If somebody was to come up and make like, would you save me? I'm like, I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm figuring this thing out. It's crazy. I'm
Mm-hmm.
can't make any promises, but I'm gonna do the best I can to make the right decision for my game. Like people can only respect you for saying that. They can only respect you for saying that. But you're going around like, I'm going to save you. I will save you. I'm going to save you. And it's just like, what do you mean? Why are you doing that? It doesn't make any sense. But some of the other things that were said during this box in the speakers were very interesting. Um, Mac was called Jack's just plaything. Like literally, you're under Jack. Jack is ruling
Mm-hmm.
your game, and she didn't understand it. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't understand it? You've been proving that to everybody ever since day one. What do you mean? You don't get why people think you're under Jack all the time, and Jack is the person you're going to. risk your whole game for? You literally said those words yourself.
Yeah, just to like refresh our memory here. During round 4, McLean is picked and then chooses Jack.
Mm-hmm.
In round 5, McLean is picked and
Mm-hmm.
then chooses Jack.
Oh, mm-hmm.
In round 2, Jack is the head of the snake and picks McLean.
Wait. I thought I was thinking he was picking
And
somebody else. Mm-hmm.
in round 3,
Mm-hmm.
Jacob and McLean together picked Amanda, but under the pretense that Jack would be saved after that. So, like, once is a pattern, once is a data point, 2 is a coincidence, 3 is a pattern, 4 is it written on the wall.
Yeah,
Like,
it's it's it's
you're not slick.
you're not beating the allegations either. You're not even trying at this point to beat the allegations. It's just like you're just like, and then you had the nerve to sit there and like, why are they saying that about me? Hello, what do you mean?
Because these people have eyes.
They see. But then it was like, well, they weren't saying that about Jack because they kept saying about Jack is we don't really trust Jack. I don't know if we could trust Jack. Jack is still doing some sneaky stuff. That's the nothing about you, McLean. Because guess what? Jack will pick anybody, will pick himself over you every single time. You, on the other hand, will pick Jack over you every single time. That man left you in the bottom too, twice, twice, and had to take
Twice.
you out of the bottom too. And then the time you had power, you made sure he was picked early. I would have made that man suffer and squall and put him in that bottom too. And then how does it feel to have to be saved by me? But no, no, no. You fought tooth and nail to make sure your man, my man stayed up and got up there early and made decisions and shook the table. Like you do this, and you want to know why people are pick girl.
just some very basic puzzle pieces just coming together.
Just
It's a
but
4-piece puzzle. It's not hard.
hmm we see people saying Derek is a mastermind. He is smart. He's a detective. He's using that to his advantage in the game. I'm like, duh.
Sure.
Nothing
M-
surprising there.
Mastermind? Maybe, but he's also been on the bottom multiple times.
Yeah.
That's. Mm,
hmm Um, John, we can't really trust John. We don't know John. John is a good player. He's a good competitor, but I can't trust him. I'm like,
sure.
sure. Let's see who else. Frank, his alliance with Alyssa is dangerous, and I feel like he's not. What would they say? Not smart enough, or essentially saying he was not a smart player in this game.
I mean, he hasn't had to make any smart moves because he's never been challenged. So, who. Like, he and Alyssa have been able to ride the middle of the game the entire time. I don't blame him.
I don't blame
So,
him. Yeah, and Alyssa, of course, does not have a strategic bone in her body, apparently.
sure, because once again, she's never had to make a strategic move.
I mean, not a lot of people have. Amanda's cunning, and Catherine is coming for her, but she doesn't know that was Catherine. But Amanda's her.
Yeah.
She has a target on her back, and Christine is fake. All of her emotions are fake. She doesn't. She's just a fake person. And I was like, why?
The fuck?
What?
Huh?
What? What? What has this woman done to anybody to be like she's fake?
It, like, if there's something we've missed because of the edit, sure. Literally none of this has been a problem. Christine has always been on the outs because y'all have put her on the outs repeatedly.
Yes,
I, this
I
game
was.
is so exhausting.
It's exhausting. I felt bad for her because I'm like, she's literally just trying to get in, and she came in late, and y'all automatically ostracized her for coming in late, and then she couldn't catch a break and get a footing, and then you only used her for pawn relationships, just for numbers, and nobody took her seriously. Nobody wanted to work with her, honestly and truly, and then now she's fake. I'm like,
Yeah,
this woman cannot win for losing in with these people.
literally the only time she's been anywhere near the top is when she came into the game and was basically targeted anyway, and then was basically told, no, you can't go anywhere tonight. And last
Right.
round, when she was used as a pawn so that no one could eliminate her. Like,
It's so dumb.
genuinely so frustrating. I will always argue for there should be no latecomers in a game that is entirely like this, because this is what's going to happen no matter what.
Yeah, it's so oh, it's so annoying, honestly. Because like she really didn't have she didn't have like nothing. She could never gain any ground with these people. They were just like, we don't like her. We don't like her. We don't like her. And she's just like, okay, okay.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to say, but she didn't have a chance. She did not have a chance. Um, but after that, after everybody is now on edge, everybody's like, I can't trust people. I don't really know if I'm gonna be able to trust anybody at this point. Jordan, they told Jordan she was easy, like easy to manipulate. She's easy to
Yeah.
manipulate. Her person is her number one is Catherine, and she's just been lying to her back and forth. But of course, Jordan doesn't listen to that because
No.
hello,
No, that can't be true.
that's not true at all. That's that's never true. so she doesn't believe that. She still trusts Catherine. They're having sleepovers in the snake lair. She just trusts Catherine left and right. Like undoubtedly, there's no problem. But now they have to figure out what they're going to do, what their strategy is going to be, how they're going to do it. And of all the people who comes to her and talks to her, like everybody comes to talk to her and say something to her, except Christine. Christine does not talk to her. Um, Derek is the one who kind of gets her to listen to them about their plan and how they can make this work and how they could, what's the strategy? And she's like, well, Derek just did it last week. And so he got who he wanted out. So I think he's smart enough to help me get my strategy together to get who I want out. And so Derek's plan, which he's now starting to work with the bros a little bit because of Brett. And I'm like,
Sure.
sure, sure, whatever. Do what you got to do, Derek. I guess. Um, so Derek comes up with the strategy. You going to pick Catherine? We have Catherine pick uh
I,
McLean, I think. Yeah, I
I,
think it was or
I think it was supposed to be McLean who then the boys end up going through and picking Derek or something weird. Like
yeah,
it's
and then
something really strange.
yeah, then Derek picks Amanda, and Amanda picks Alyssa, Alyssa picks Frank, which leaves Christine and John in the bottom. But then John was working with Jordan and was like, "I will pick whoever you want me to pick. If if, tell me who you want me to pick, I'll pick them, and blah blah blah." But of course, everybody's like, "He's a politician. You can't trust him. So don't listen to that. He's not telling the truth." And so she's like, "Yeah, going back and forth, trying to come up with a plan." And they come up with their plan, and then they all get ready to go to the snake pit, only to be told, hold on. It's a torrential rainstorm happening right now. The snake pit is flooded, so we're going to postpone.
Sure.
I mean, Sure.
Sure. They really just needed a reason for why it was so sunny out. If they genuinely could have avoided talking about it, they would have.
Right. But it was just it was a rain, so they said they were going to do the ceremony on in the at sunrise. I was like, ew, not sunrise. Could we do it in the afternoon? Hello? But sunrise, they were going to do it. And so that gave Jordan another 12 hours to ponder what the heck was going on. And I'm like, do we need this?
No. Simply put, no. That nothing is going to change.
We did not need this whole 12 hours of whatever. But
Although for some reason during this time, Catherine tells like Christine and I also want to say McLean that she would pick them
and Jack.
just and Jack for no reason. Just three different people. Because honestly, it doesn't even make sense. There's no game reason for this. She just likes lying.
She just likes lying. And it's like, uh, what do you mean? You just like, I can't. I honestly absolutely can't. But we do finally get to the saving ceremony. Jordan comes up because she's the snake. And she saves Catherine to absolutely no one's surprise.
Uh huh.
And now it's on Catherine because now she has to talk and make a decision between the three people she told that she was going to save: Christine, Jack, Mac. Three people she told she was going to save. And she saves Alyssa.
Huh? Why?
Wh- Why
It,
do you
it
even
feels like she's rolling a random generator to pick people. Huh?
I'm just like, what do you mean? You hello? I
Were you told by production to burn as many bridges as you could this round?
it's just I don't know. Well, I don't even know.
Oh,
I don't. I,
it just
I
doesn't make sense.
none of it makes sense to me. It's just anyway. So she picks
Anyway,
Alyssa. Alyssa, of course, picks Frank. Frank picks uh
Amanda.
Amanda. Amanda picks Derek. Derek picks Brett. No, Mac.
McLean.
Mac. Yes, it's
Yeah.
Mac because that's the bridge between the two is
Mm-hmm.
Mac. And then Mac, of course. Wait a minute. I don't know who Mac is gonna pick because I'm not sure. Because
Clearly it's going to be John.
I think so. Like, or maybe Christine. Oh wait,
Ooh.
maybe. No, wait. No, of course she picks Jack because it's a pattern at this point, and you wonder why people be saying you up under Jack the whole time because you keep picking Jack. You could
Uh,
even pick Brett, and you knew Jack was gonna be okay, but no, no, my man, my man, my man, and you wonder why people keep saying you up under this man,
uh,
girl. Please. And I'm gonna be honest, and this is something that's very so small and so nitpicky. If I see Christine, I mean, if I see Mac in the same blue and white skirt and black white jacket and blue skirt every single time, I know you're a coach cheerleader. I get it. We all get it. But you brought more clothes, right, girl?
They have to be doing the same thing they did with Jacob, where every single time Jacob is being forced to wear a pastor outfit, every single time McLean is being forced to wear that outfit. It just has to
It has
be.
to be. It has to be because, like, seriously, you cannot be coming to the ceremony in the same blue and white combination jacket skirt. Like,
Hmm.
I, I just okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. Um, so Mac, of course, picks Jack. Duh. Jack picks Brett. Duh. Which leaves Christine and John as the bottom two.
Sure. Literally, it's like cool. The two people who have the least connections with everyone, not because of necessarily anything they did, but because they were brought into the game late, are in a worse position. Shocking.
Shocking. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. But apparently, because we did have a little back and forth between Catherine and Christine earlier when Catherine picked Alyssa, because Christine was like, "I'm just shocked, Catherine. You did say you go pick me, and then you pick someone else." And she's like, "I mean, when I said it, I was going to pick you, but then I heard you was calling me and Jordan fake bees." And I was like,
Oh,
if this was gonna be brought up at the ceremony, could we not have a flashback of when she said this or something?
I genuinely think it doesn't exist, and
It
that's
doesn't.
why.
And I hate that. I mean, I get these shows, they're supposed to be lies and deception and all that stuff. I honestly hate that. I'm like, she already at the bottom. Why do we need to lie on her? On if you just wanted her out, all you had to do was tell Jordan, "Yeah, we're gonna get out Christine." Like literally, that's all you had to say without defaming her name and making her out to be a lie, somebody who's calling people names. Like I did not like that. I did not like that because it was unnecessary. Sometimes it's necessary to throw people under the bus in games like this. Sometimes it's necessary to lie on people in games like this. This was not one of those times because now you're just defaming her character and saying she's called somebody out her out ugly name on television when she really didn't.
Literally, Christine, through the edit that we've seen, Christine did nothing wrong the entire time.
Right.
I mean, unless you want to count g- getting close to Cody, which the cast was willing to get rid of immediately, like, genuinely, that is the only move that she was able to make before the cast basically was like, yeah, no, we're going to get rid of you as quickly as possible once we don't have any other plans.
Right. It was just like uh, I don't I don't know. I don't get it. I don't like it. I was not happy about it.
Yeah. No, it's just it's so annoying to literally see someone I think have probably the worst time I've seen on a show like this of just being like, yeah, no, she never even had a shot.
Never had a shot. Never had a shot. And so when it came down to the final two, everybody was like, "This is an easy one, right?" Because
Hmm.
John is the competitor. Christine has not been shown any signs. She's always crying. She's a weaker player. We can get Christine out anytime, but John is the competitor. He has a shot at winning the snake. And Jordan, be smart and pick John to send home. And
Yeah, that'd be smart.
that'd be smart. That would be smart. But Jordan's not smart. For whatever reason, even though it's not personal, it felt very personal
It was 100% personal.
because you heard that she's called you a fake bee and she was gunning for you when this and because Christine never talked to her. Was on Christine. I will say that was on Christine because you always talk to the person who's the snake. You always talk to whoever is
Hmm.
determining fate. But I feel like she felt like she couldn't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
because the last two times she was brought into conversations because she was brought into it. She couldn't go into and just enforce herself in the conversation because nobody was receptive to her. So I feel like she maybe didn't do it because she didn't feel like she was invited or wanted or even wanted to come to talk to Jordan. Jordan didn't show herself approachable to Christine. And I was just like, I understand her willing to not talk to her, but I also like sometimes you gotta push through that and just go do it for the sake of your game. So, but Jordan keeping John over Christine just baffles me. Baffles me. But I do hope. My personal hope is that Christine could that this does she disadvantage Catherine, or does she give somebody an advantage? Does she give John the advantage?
That was my honest thought, because if John wins power, he will actively shake up the game.
Yes.
Disadvantaging Catherine is not trying to win right now.
Right.
Like, period. She's
Yeah.
she's not attempting to win things. It doesn't make sense. Also, Christine just casually calling her out as a liar again on the way out. I think people are finally like, oh, Catherine is a liar. We should
Hmm.
probably get rid of her. So, I mean, more than likely, Catherine giving Catherine a disadvantage here is just going to stop her from not immediately being the boot this round.
Right.
So
Um.
just
I, mm,
ugh.
interesting. 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 But uh, Christine's gone, and that's it. We do get a preview for next week, and I don't
Catherine is
even.
a liar. Jordan has problems with people now because she's a liar.
I don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to begin with this.
I will give them one small thing, because I don't think it is physically possible for it to be this way. I can't see a fear that they're trying to include with the next challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So good on them for taking 7 episodes to beat the fear factor allegation.
All right.
But yeah, okay. That that's all I got. That
It.
really is all I got.
Uh. Yeah. I can't. We will. We're going to talk about it. We will talk about all of this next week on this episode at this time. But that's all we got for this episode. So if you appreciated what we've done, if you enjoyed the conversation that we had, if you agree with our thoughts or disagree with our thoughts, let us know in the comments what you think. Follow along, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, do all the things that say you support us, and we appreciate your support. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. Um, we are less than 6 months away from that. We're now like 5 months away from that. So help us reach our goal of 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. Follow us on all of our channels. All those links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links, our Patreon, all of our socials at the Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can follow Jack and myself if you like, and all of our socials are down there as well. And get your mug at lanagyscreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below. And we're going to get out of here because that's what we have to do. So we're gonna go make more content. You click the next video and check us out in the comments. Oh, check it. Let us know.
Cheers.
Let us know what
Yeah.
you think about us in the comments and all that stuff. Okay, then yeah. Now we're gonna go
Yeah.
because
There we
I'm
go.
rambling. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all. Bye.